morning, everybody. It's July 21st, 2021. My name's Piano Matty B, and this is your Morning TA. A brief window into the crypto markets, where the sun's shining, where the wind's blowing, all the humble opinion of this piano. After yesterday's dump, and I use the word dump lightly because in the big picture of crypto, $1,000 candle is not the biggest deal. But when everybody's on the edge of their seat wondering who shot JR, a red candle of that bearish caliber can be enough to put you over the edge. Yesterday, we said there was a high probability of picking up the drummer down at 29.2, and we did. Retracing back to 30K to rehearse at the bass player's mom's basement. So after picking him up, what do we see? Hammer time 1, hammer time 2. Nice bullish confirmation. Some slight indecision represented by the spinning top/cross candle. This is where the drummer asked to borrow some money. And we looked at each other and started thinking maybe this wasn't such a good idea after all. Then hammer time 3 and boom! The Bullertons came back to town, and we pumped again, and I use the term pump as lightly as I use the word dump. But I can imagine that most of the channel assassins had their entry points right about 33 to catch that bus. Now 30K is the channel support that we've been playing chop suey in for the past 2 months. And it's that key level where buyers get on and off the bus. And here we see buyers jump back on the bus and rally back to the 20-period moving average, which is always nice to see. It's like coming home and seeing your cat and dog napping together. It's nice. Now, if we zoom out on this 4-hour chart, we can see that this takes us to the Upper East Side of the descending wedge. And if we stay on top of the 20 MA, we'll likely see some more resistance at our old friend 31.5. Now 31.5 has been a respected line of support and resistance, and it will coincide with the wedge resistance line as well, so it will be another defining moment. And I'd like to see price action stand up to his old friend 31.5 and say, you know what? You're toxic in my life. And although you've supported me in the past, and I thank you for that, I'd like to move forward with my life without you in it, and I hope you can respect that. And after a good hug and a slight cry, price action will move above and beyond the relationship and start working its way back up to the 23% fib level of 32.5. I mean, it's still nothing to write home about, but it sure sounds a heck of a lot better than sub 30K. Now, fundamentally speaking, the Fear and Greed Index is at a real interesting moment in its life. 10 is about as low as I've seen it this year, and historically speaking, when fear is at an all-time low, that's when the pros come in and start buying, because they're pros. They know when to enter. Remember, when the market moves, it wants to take as few people as possible with it. And those people are generally the pros who guff at fear and embrace danger and risk. Who else does it take? That's right, the hodlers. So you have the Chuck Norrises and the Steve Seagals at the front of the bus. And in the back are all the hodlers. So ask yourself, what is fear? And what does it do to your sentiment? Because I think if you can smell the blood in the streets, and that gets you excited beyond maybe there's something wrong with you on a personal level, but we won't get into that. As an investor, that's where all the money's made. So remember, we're playing the same game as our psychopathic elected elites. The long game. So zoom out and have a fantastic day. BitBoy Crypto Morning TA. How about it? They're gonna make it a ching.